if this works. All right, somebody watch the stream and tell me. How's it look?
Receiving your content. You are live.
It's working?
Oof. It looks hella solitaire.
Looks good?
Yeah.
All right, we're good then? We're in the clear?
Well, I think the Solitary Confinement podcast is in business now.
I think are we good? All right, sick.
Yeah.
You know what?
Quick.
I'm gonna get the chat up really quick so I can read it too. And
Right,
we'll be
only
ready
have
in a
one
second.
monitor. Don't pull up.
Hmm?
Don't pull up the chat if you only have one monitor.
Yo.
Well, how am I
you can't
supposed
just
to
go
read the
around
chat
saying
then?
You hate Rack like that.
I want to be able to read the chat too.
Rick, but you.
Rack's the only good part of this podcast. Can't
Can I
just say
pop
you
this
hate
out? Yeah, I
Rack.
can. Cool.
Okay, Carson's gonna have to record separate gameplay then.
What?
Well, yeah, because Raccoon has the chat on stream for.
All right, I'll do it.
No, you don't have to record separate gameplay. You ever heard of stretching?
Never mind.
The thing is, right, is it's a little more vertical, and because I have the banner at the top in post-production, I'll have to squash it back down anyway, so the res will be fine.
Yes.
I'm dealing with.
We're good.
People. I'm on a podcast with retards, which is a good
You're
start.
not on a podcast with retards.
the
Everything is
retard.
fine, okay? Calm down. All right, you guys.
Raccoon doesn't upload. Carson sucks acid videos. Narrator is decent, but videos are too.
What?
I have
fucking retarded.
I have not played solitaire in a long time. I don't even fucking remember how to play. So you guys get to watch me like barely do anything.
Yeah, I just used my community tab feature, so now people on my sub box know, hey, streaming.
I should also do this. Have the Discord visible.
God damn.
What?
So, you're gonna have the Discord visible, as well as the chat, as well as solitaire.
I want people to like be able to understand what's going on.
This.
You know, it's nice to be able to see like people's things light up as they talk. And don't worry, the gameplay will be fun. How's this? This looks nice, right?
Good. Yeah, that's a quality little stream boy.
Well, my voice is louder than you guys. Here, let me turn. Wait, talk. I'm looking at my OBS right now. Testing.
Hello.
Hello. How's that? That looks good. That looks
What if
about
I
the same.
scream? Can I scream? Will it sound
No.
better if I
Yeah.
scream?
All right. How are the audio levels now?
I
Good. All right. Not too quiet. Not too loud.
think it's good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Sick.
My breadsticks.
You guys got Audacity ready?
I was born for Audacity. That and bowling.
Did you say bowling?
All right. Start recording. We're gonna do the clap sync. Okay. Not right now. After you record. I hate both of you.
Yeah, well,
3, 2, 1.
What the fuck was that slow countdown?
3, 2, 1, clap.
Okay.
3,
All right.
2, 1, clap. I think we're good to go. I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm so
Right,
lost.
can-
I'll just have to do what I always do and fucking try to like sync it up, listening to conversations.
That'd be funny if just one episode we're like a sentence behind.
The clap syncs are always hopeless.
like all three of us are just in different locations, sentences behind, but yet somehow it
And
sounds
like
we're
the
talking.
context works too,
No, it's
so
like
no one
you just,
notices.
yeah. So you just get three different, like the three different audio files, and you just splice it so that way we say completely different things, but somehow it works.
That'd be incredible.
Oh yeah.
Would never happen.
Also, I should
All right.
wait.
Raccoon, do the intro since you're the one streaming.
Hang on. I'm
Yeah.
turning down the sound of solitaire. Hold on.
Oh,
I don't, need-
Dude, the solitaire noises on
I
the
don't-
Sounds like
solitaire
a
confinement
song.
podcast.
I do
the
not want
sound
solitaire sounds
solitaire.
overlapping the stream.
Hmm.
I don't know how to fucking
Man,
play
can
this
you
game.
imagine
I
the
can't.
21 people watching this.
Yeah, nice. What about the six people?
I
who
can't
liked it?
multitask. I'm not good at multitasking this kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like I don't know how to talk and like focus on solitaire at the same time. How do you do it?
The cards are loud AF.
Carson sounds depressed. Narrator sounds high. How do I sound high? What?
I sound depressed. I'm
I
never
think
depressed.
I think he
I'm like
mixed
the
up.
most positive person on the podcast.
Yeah, what are you
I
talking
think
about?
he mixed up voices because he doesn't. Yeah, well, he has a Z in his name. Never mind.
All
Check
right.
out Carson's best plan ever video. What are you even on about? I don't even best plan.
Okay, so we got the clap sync. Are we good to start?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna
Do
do
the
the intro.
intro.
I'm gonna do the intro. All right.
Okay, do the intro.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Solitairy Confinement podcast. I am joined here, as always, by the narrator
Hello.
and call me Carson.
I'm here too.
And well, we're back after like a month-long hiatus, and we'll get into that. We'll explain why the fuck we've been gone later in the podcast. But we want to start off with a very important topic, and that's the narrator being a fucking retard with a Twitter account. You care to,
I'm
care to,
furious. I'm so
care to
mad.
explain? So we've had Carson holding in his anger for the past like 30 minutes, and
I've
now
been
it's
holding
finally
in
your,
anger.
it's
I've been
finally,
holding in farts. Listen.
it's finally your time to let it out. Okay,
Back again with the farts.
let it out.
Listen.
Okay, let out your anger. What are you
So-
furious about?
So for the last 2 or 3 months, right? I've been trying to get us guests on the podcast because I'm a proactive man. I like to get out there. I like to network, see what I can get us for the podcast. So I've been adding companies like Microsoft Surface, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, just whoever I can think of. Just trying to get guests, trying to network, see what I can do. And there was a long list of great people, great attractions that we could have had on the podcast if they had just seen, hey, these guys want us on the podcast. So that's why the tweets were still up. Narrator, this fucking twink, he came in and he wrecked that all. He just slapped everything I had been hard working on for the last 2 or 3 months and just said, "Oh, I'll delete it." And so mad, it makes me furious. Every time I think of narrator's face, I clench my sweatpants up into a ball just because I'm furious.
Yeah, you see, the
You wear
thing is, right?
sweatpants.
I want to jump in for a second and say that like the thing we do on Twitter, or not we, but the thing that Carson does on Twitter, it's like a unique joke to the podcast, right? Where he's adding all these different companies that obviously are not going to respond ever. Like at Denny's, come on our podcast. Why would you
No,
delete that thinking
one-
it looks
I didn't.
unprofessional when it's obviously a
didn't.
joke?
I
don't get
didn't
it.
delete the Denny's. I'll have you know.
Well, the point
I
is you
left
deleted
it.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Delete literally everything else.
I don't care
mean,
if you
did the right
only
thing
left Denny's
one
just so
out
you
of,
could
like,
come back
60
with that
times.
counter argument.
You did the right thing 1 out of 60 times, narrator, and you're gonna say to me, "Oh, it's okay." I did
And
it,
also,
though."
I want to
Like-
jump in. I want to jump in and say that the thing I was talking about before we started streaming, the hypocrisy. You tweeted from your own account at Solitairey PC, "Yo, could I be a guest on your podcast?"
Yes,
what's,
as a
what's the meaning of
response.
that?
As a response to when the Solitary PC account added me.
What's the deal with that though? That seems like a bit of hypocrisy
I
there.
literally
the
just
fuck-
answered. I
when the
literally
fuck-
just answered the question.
When did the Solitairy PC account at you? And
Like
was it
4 days
Carson?
ago. Yes, it was Carson. Like 4 days ago.
So you didn't delete that one because you were like, "Hey, that makes me feel special."
What? What are you talking about, Raccoon?
What do you mean? What is he talking about?
I was
Wait.
that was what I had to say. That was what I was holding in and waiting to say. Was it underwhelming?
Kinda, yeah. I
Uh-huh.
didn't delete that one for the same reason I didn't delete the Denny's one because people interacted with it.
This is hypocrisy.
Yeah, you can't be picking and choosing what you're going to delete just based off the interaction. That seems a bit
Well, I mean, if
hypocritical
it has
and not very
absolutely
fair to
zero
the companies.
interaction, there's no reason.
It's not fair to
keep
the
it on
companies,
there.
dude. Think about every company that isn't Denny's, dude. They must be so butthurt over the fact
I
that their
wanted
tweets
the
were deleted.
Microsoft
I'll bet you
Surface
anything.
on the podcast.
They were on the verge of responding. I bet you the fucking PR guy on Twitter was about to respond and he noticed the tweet was deleted and it sent him into a deep depression because of you.
All 60 PR
That's
men.
your fault.
Am I the cause of 60 PR men's depression?
Yes. Yes, you
Oh.
are.
100%.
Man, I realize the wrongs of my ways.
Don't delete things unless we tell you to.
Yeah. See,
You didn't even ask us. I
the
legitimately,
main thing, the
like,
main
even
thing
outside the joke, I don't understand why you would do that.
outside of the joke, the moral of the story is, don't do anything to piss off Carson. Okay. Like that's the last thing you want to do in your
The
position.
reason I deleted them is because it looked fucking stupid.
You look fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, I never.
It doesn't
look
look
at the
stupid. It doesn't look
I
stupid.
never
It
look-
looks funny.
I never look
think
at
it's
the
a good look for
podcast
the
account,
podcast
so I
account.
decide, hey, I'm gonna look at the podcast account today, and all I see on the profile is fucking at company, come on the podcast, at company, come on the pod. That's literally all the time feed is. Now it makes sense why
Look
it
at
only
your
has two-
Twitter. Look at your Twitter, please. It's so bad.
Okay, at least it's different.
No. Here's the thing.
Are we
Here's
gonna
the thing.
get
I
into
can
the
actually
fu-
get
is
some
this just gonna be
entertainment
the
value out of
roast
Solitary
narrator
Confinement
podcast?
podcast
All right,
Twitter.
all right, all
I
right, all right,
cannot
all
get
right.
that
Carson, calm down. Carson, calm down. I don't want this to become the bully narrator podcast. Calm down. I'm trying
Well,
to
if
tighten the
he- if
reins
he's
a bit.
trying to bully me. He's doing a horrible
I'm
job
trying to-
at it.
I gotta tighten the reins for a
He's
second.
doing
You're
an
going in.
absolutely horrible job at
you're
it.
go-
I
you're-
actually get interaction. I'm
You're
like,
going
your
in
shit
too hard. You're
podcast
going in
leads.
too hard. Both of you are going in too hard. All right, just back off. I feel like we should move on from the topic. I feel like this isn't gonna go anywhere.
I'm gonna be on a NASCAR show.
This isn't gonna go anywhere. This is just gonna devolve into you guys fighting. Do you want to move on to the next
My
topic?
Twitter is gonna be on syndicated television. Go on.
And also, I'm
Ryan.
sure a lot of people probably could not give less of a shit about the podcast Twitter account. I can't look at Discord. What's the next topic? Somebody else
I'll
has
do
to.
it.
Somebody has to. You guys.
VidCon.
You guys are responsible for segues because I'm not looking at
VidCon.
Discord.
You know what's gonna be
That's a-
really
that's a
fun
terrible
because
segue.
of narrator.
Okay, there we go.
VidCon.
There we go. All right, that's better.
Because
Also, hey, really quick, everyone typing in chat to talk about net neutrality. We can
It's
talk
bad.
about that. We can talk about that. Just not right
we'll
now.
do that later.
Because I don't want to interrupt our flow.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey,
Net neutrality. So,
we're planning on going to VidCon.
oh wait, yeah,
Oh.
right, VidCon. Yeah, that's a thing. So, yeah, you
Yes, it is.
you heard us correctly, Chicken Dick, saying VidCon in all caps, followed by 7 question marks. We are in fact going to meet up at VidCon.
We're doing it. It's in June. We're gonna do it.
Yes.
Yep, there you
The
go.
three of
you
us
heard it here
and
first.
more.
And
Yes.
also,
Yeah.
Inotorious is going. So
Well,
we get to meet
I
him
don't know
too.
if we wanted to announce that.
That's well.
I'm
he's,
kidding.
He's,
Of course, it's
he's-
it's
why-
implied that he's going.
Yeah, why would why would that be something we have to keep a secret?
I don't know. Just don't tell him about Disneyland.
So that also leads me to, see exactly what I was saying before the stream. I was saying the second I bring that up, someone's gonna ask face reveal, and yeah,
You just wear your raccoon mask.
that is what that means because I could always do what Swagger did, and just wear a cover on my face. He did his helmet.
Yes.
I could wear my raccoon mask.
Yeah, but you don't want to hate your life.
Yeah, the thing is, right? I feel like that would be a very miserable experience, and I wouldn't enjoy VidCon that way. And so, I am planning to, I guess, reveal my face at VidCon. If anyone actually has the nerve to walk up to us and say, "Hey, is that raccoon eggs?" Like, if they recognize me walking around with you because you guys have your face everywhere, then yeah, I could get recognized. And you know what? Beyond that, you're also welcome to take pictures if you meet us. I don't care. I'll have it up on the internet somewhere. I'm just not going to have it on my channel for now.
Okay.
And VidCon is June 20th to the 23rd in 2018.
In Anaheim, we're gonna go to Disney
In
too.
in
because
Anaheim,
the
California,
convention
and it's
center,
literally the convention center is right next to Disneyland. So
it's crazy.
we're gonna get a ticket for that and go ride on some fucking roller coasters. Or the
It's
one-
gonna be sick.
one roller
Dude.
coaster several times.
the one roller coaster. Yes.
I'm very excited for this trip.
How does Elmo know? Never mind.
He probably went back into VOD. I probably showed it in Discord by accident.
No, good job. Good job, Elmo. You ruined the podcast. Now we gotta switch it up. Change the order of what we're
Well, it's
talking
fine
about.
because in the final version, no one's gonna see that.
Speaking of finals, Carson, you're in college now, aren't you?
Wait.
That's all.
VidCon.
That's all we're
I
gonna say
wasn't
about
done.
VidCon. Yeah, you're trying to pull the early segue out, not the
Dude, you
egg.
can't just go for an early segue.
Yeah, I'm not even
Fine
playing
thing.
solitaire. This is probably abysmal to watch.
Anyways, so at VidCon, we have multiple plans for the actual VidCon day. One of which is I'm gonna do a stupid interview video.
This is all just for the record. This is all just like speculation or like
Yeah.
ideas, like brainstorming. We don't know what we're actually gonna do, but
This is currently the idea.
yeah. It's
Also, we're buying the
what we've been
VidCon
talking
tickets. I
about.
think in like 4 days. So whenever this podcast actually goes up. Wait, when is the podcast going up? Who cares?
I don't fucking know.
So, anyways, my interview idea. I'm gonna interview people on the on the VidCon floor. And I'm gonna bring my blue snowball around with me, and I have it not connected to anything. And the
Yeah, so he's
cord
gonna have a cord
coming
just
out of
dragging
it.
behind the snowball, and he's gonna walk up to people with it and try to interview them and make them very uncomfortable.
And I also wanna, I
Hey,
also wanna go around and ask for Vsauce too, and figure out where he is.
Yeah, because Vsauce 2 is the best Vsauce out of all three of them. You know, when I hear Vsauce, I just instantly assume whoever it is talking about Vsauce 2, because they're just that spectacular.
I'm gonna go up to Michael Vsauce and I'm gonna say,
Where's Kevin?
have you seen Vsauce too? I'm looking for him. I need him. It would be incredible.
So that's one of our ideas. We're probably gonna vlog. I don't actually have a vlogging
we're all doing
camera. I just
vlogs.
have my phone. So, you know, I'm probably just gonna take some clips, just fucking film some shit. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Hey, Vsauce 2 viewers, Kevin here.
We're having a friend coming with us too, who happens to be typing in chat right now, who is gonna have a camera. They can be like our cameraman for some of the more elaborate stunts.
He doesn't deserve being named though.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, all you need to know about him is that he's very round. He's a large boy.
He doesn't deserve to be acknowledged. Not yet. He will acknowledge him after he actually does the camera work.
Yeah. Once he does something for us.
Yeah.
We'll,
It's all
otherwise,
part of the contract.
he's not worth much to us.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
Nothing. I'm hearing voices in my head. Anyways, what's the next topic?
College.
Oh, nice. Hey, I'm in college.
Yeah. So someone in chat was saying, "LOL, how is Carson in college?" And
Carson's actually smarter than you'd assume.
Now, what do you mean? How is Carson in college? Did you
I
expect him to?
His
paid
parents
for it?
have. Yeah, his
Yeah,
parents
he's-
have money.
He paid for it. He's in the dorm. He's going to the classes. That's how.
that's how. So yeah. One of the reasons the podcast has so many hiatuses is
Carson.
it's
Yeah.
me.
So when we said we'll talk about it later, we meant now about why we haven't uploaded in a month. So
Yeah.
take it away.
Yeah, take it away,
Yeah,
Carson.
no, 100%. The actual reason is these two fools.
Are you gonna throw this on us?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. I ran out of moves.
Ah, god damn it!
Wait, raccoon ran out of moves. Give him a second.
Yeah, a moment of silence, please. I was really getting into that game too. I was starting to build a bond with those cards.
Starting to pick up speed.
I was starting to not just be sitting there staring at the cards. I was actually starting to play the game.
Oh,
And,
speaking of not,
It's a
should I?
shame.
This is how it repays me.
What?
Sorry for derailing. What were you saying?
No, it's fine. I understand. That wasn't derailing. It actually had to do with the on-screen visuals.
Mm.
Anyways, it's your fault. Is what I was getting to.
Oh, right.
Is-
Yeah, okay.
Is
yeah.
because
mhm.
I have said multiple times, podcast tonight ?
Raccoon
The
never
narrator would say, "I'm moving."
answered. Wait,
Or,
You mean because my mom moved out of the house and
Or
I
I
clearly
hit my
told you
ankle
days.
and I am in
I
pain.
told
Hey,
you
name
days
an-
in advance.
Hey,
I told you
hey,
days in
hey,
advance that we were moving.
Okay, so narrator was moving. I want you to name an instance where it was my fault.
It's probably never been your fault.
Thank you.
Except for you should probably quit your job so that we can do more podcasts.
Yeah.
Definitely not a smart
Wasn't
decision for my
didn't
income.
last week we weren't able to do it last week because Raccoon was working?
Probably,
I know
but that's
I
not
wasn't
my
moving
fault. What do you want me to fucking call in sick and say
Yes.
sorry? I gotta record a podcast.
No, that is your fault.
That's not gonna go over well. That's not my fault. Okay.
It is.
Okay.
You
I
knew
am
the podcast
no
was on
no.
Saturday.
You can't say
You
it's
got a
my
job.
fault.
You went
Okay,
out
because
and got a job, even though you have a podcast.
it's not my fault. Maybe
You
I'm
have
the
left
reason you
the-
couldn't
you have
record
left
it,
the
but
fans
that's not
thirsty.
a fault. That's me
They-
having a fucking job. Okay.
they've been
That's
dying
me
in
wanting
the
to
desert.
get money. I don't get jack shit out of this podcast, like financially. Why would I sabotage my job to do this podcast and make
for the
literally nothing?
fans.
For the fans. Okay. Go homeless for the fans. You heard it here first, folks.
Have no money. It's for the people.
Have no money. It's
Communism.
for the fans.
They don't want you to be a sellout. Stop having a job. It's such a sellout thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, having a job is being a sellout. What the fuck, man?
Dude, Carson, look at this fucking loser. He goes to work. Oh wait, shit, you do too. Never mind.
Yeah, Carson, what do you do for work?
You Twitch stream. You
Yeah,
do
well-
Twitch streams.
Well, you know what? I get a monthly paycheck, so
Oh.
Hey, Carson,
Twitch
what do
is
you
the entire reason I get to go to VidCon.
Carson, what do you do for work?
I work on my college's TV crew.
Yeah? That sounds like fun. What do you do for that?
It depends on the night. It depends on when I decide, hey, director, I feel like doing this. So one night I might work a camera. One night I might do replay. So like we do like sporting events and stuff, right? So like say there's a volleyball match going on. I'm like, hey, I'll do replay. I'll do the replay machine. And then he pulls up the replay. And every time I'm like, replay ready. And he says, okay. And then he plays it.
What?
Man, that was a really uninteresting description of your job.
Yeah, I kind of zoned
How do
out
I
there.
spice up my job description?
I don't know,
Now
but
I
to be
f-
fair, I can't really make my job exciting either.
I can make my job exciting.
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you do that? What do you do
Do it.
for
By
a job?
playing
All you
video
do
games.
all you do
That's not
is stream
exciting.
on Twitch.
Yes, and I get paid to do so. It's why I'm gonna be in California.
Yeah,
in June.
okay, but my question is, can you actually make a living off of that? How much are you
I-
making off of Twitch a month?
like at least 200.
Okay. Oh, 200.
my
Yeah,
cur-
that
in my current
oh
living
yeah, that'll
situation,
be enough to cover
I'm
rent
saving
and
up
food
money.
and gas. Oh, all that. Yep. There you
I'm
go.
saving up money for
200
I
a
am
month.
saving
Perfect.
up money.
More than enough. He's saving up
it's-
money so that he can live by himself for a year and then fall into a deep depression.
Someone said in chat that moment with the chat is more autistic than the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, just so you guys know, yeah, I know it is painful for me to watch, or it is painful to watch me play solitaire right now. It's even worse because I'm playing it live, and so I have to multitask between talking to these guys and trying to find fucking red and black cards that go together.
I mean, people
You know, it's harder than it
always
sounds.
judge us on our podcast gameplay.
Yeah.
they do.
You really
Kinda
you really
sad.
shouldn't be coming here for the podcast gameplay. If you want to play solitaire, just play it your fucking self. I mean,
The
you should
amount
be
of
here for
comments
us.
that we get, the amount of comments that we get, it's like, I came for the gameplay.
I don't
People are
read the comments.
hilarious.
You guys, you need to pick it up with your segue game. I told you I can't see the segues, or I can't see the topics.
Oh, you want me
it's
to
up,
segue?
It's up to you.
No, dude. Did you know? Never mind.
Well, yeah, because my job right now is to go with the flow of whatever you're talking about.
I guess
Well,
you
your job
you're
is to-
feeling left out on segues.
I really
Well-
am, because I'm usually the one that pulls out the amazing segues. But now I'm entrusting
yeah,
it to
it
you
must
guys.
suck being left out, like
Yeah,
the narrator.
You know,
feels,
you know the guy.
I
who
don't feel
invented the
left out. I
Segway?
just feel like
Ye-
it drags down the collective IQ of the podcast.
Yeah, it must suck feeling left out.
Well,
Like
you know,
the narrator feels left out. Right, narrator?
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I like that. I like your segue, not narrator being left out, although that is pretty funny in itself too. Hey, so
So explain yourself, narrator.
Narrator.
Why do you
Okay.
feel left out?
yeah, why is it that every
Okay.
time me and Carson like share a laugh between each other that doesn't involve you, you take it as like a personal attack, and
Well,
not on this podcast, but like before or like when we're not recording, I feel like you take it to
Because
heart
you
way
guys
too
never
much.
invite me to do anything.
You think?
I know so. When was the last time you invited me to anything?
Well, today Carson was streaming some PUBG and
I never got an
him
invite.
and I were having a blast, and we noticed that you were streaming. I actually said on his stream, "Hey, look, narrator just started streaming. You have some competition," and well, we didn't invite you.
That's not inviting me.
Yeah, we didn't invite you because you were busy playing Osu, so we figured, yeah, we'll let him do that.
Well, here's my counter to that. So I streamed Osu for about 2 hours, then I hosted somebody else. We've known each other for, I'd say, a good 12, 13 months-ish. When out of
Just
those
say a year.
12, 13
You
months.
sound
yeah,
like
about
such a fucking Poindexter.
well, about a year. 2 hours out of a year, I was unavailable. How many times do you guys invite me to things?
Mm.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, if we don't invite you, that's not like a personal attack, though. I feel like you take it as a personal attack.
You've openly said on like other people, like on JC's stream, that you don't want me to play with you.
Have I said that?
Yes.
That might just be a
On
content
JC's
thing.
stream,
I like
it happened multiple times.
Well,
where I asked JC.
I remember
JC
that.
wanted
that
to
does
invite
that
me.
does ring a bell, and let me
JC
defend
wanted
myself,
to
okay?
invite me. He felt like a douchebag because he didn't invite me because you said no. I don't want to play with narrator.
Yeah, I remember
This
that.
happened on
I remember that.
multiple
That felt
different
amazing.
times.
But let me defend myself, okay?
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a content
Ooh.
thing, I
No,
like
it's the content.
yeah, it's a content thing, I like playing with
Then-
you, but it doesn't exactly
why-
it's not exactly optimal for content. And sometimes
why,
I like
like,
it.
in the
I
first
like
week
just
that we
playing
talked,
with
you
JC.
made
I like just doing a duo with him.
When we first became friends, like the first thing you did was make a collaboration video with me. So
Yeah, and
I'm
still
just
think
saying-
I still think that's a good video.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you don't think I can make content anymore? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm sure
we
you can.
can't we can't have fun in video games.
I'm sure we can. It's not
Well,
like it's off limits.
Well,
you're,
saying
you're,
no, I don't want to play with narrator isn't any way to find out.
How about you invite me? How come like it's my obligation?
do.
How come it's my job
I
to
do
invite
invite
How
you.
come it can't be
You
the other
don't
way around?
respond. Whenever I do invite you, you don't respond,
All right,
raccoon.
so how are you messaging me? Twitter?
Twitter, Steam.
What do you-
I
what do you-
call you. Well, I don't call you anymore because that's useless.
Yeah, yeah. It's really fucking annoying when you do that. Just for the record. Yeah, please never
Man.
do that again.
Oh, I feel like doing it.
That's
more
happened.
now,
It's
just to
happened
send
when I've been
message.
like out with my family at dinner before, and they're like, "Oh, who's Murat?" I'm like, "Oh,
Did you just say my fucking name on stream?
yeah," because it's
Oh,
it's
no.
literally all over your Twitter. It's public.
Okay,
It's
Ezra.
public knowledge. I don't care. Yeah, my name's Ezra. Who the fuck cares? Guess what?
That's
Guess
been
what?
in his videos before.
Yeah, guess what? Carson's name is Carson.
What?
Oh, you can't say that.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like between
yeah.
you and me, that was just jokes. Why'd you gotta
Now
put
we've all
Carson's
been
name?
name bombed. We've all fucking doxed each other. So
Fuck.
we're fair.
No,
We're even.
people are gonna. Oh no.
Okay, but
God,
in
now
all
they're gonna know where
seriousness,
he lives. They're just
I
gonna
like-
look up Carson.
hey narrator, I like playing games with you, dude. We should do it.
Then
we should do it sometime
You
soon.
neither you nor Carson ever invite me to anything, and yet you always like whenever we end up talking, you talk about how much fun you guys have together.
This
How
is
does-
the lamest topic.
I cool. Now let's change-
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I gotta say, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I took a picture of one of the comments in the chat from Halo Kirby 117, and he just said, "I come just to hear Raccoon and Carson beat narrator down emotionally."
Wow.
And I resonated with that comment.
Well, I mean,
just let you
you're
guys
here
know.
for the right thing then, because that's what we're kind of doing right now. Not
Yeah.
intentionally, but he can kind of just talk himself into an emotional spiral downward. So we kind of just facilitate it.
You okay, narrator?
Yeah, you all right? I didn't mean to go too
Oh,
hard.
now you care.
I wouldn't say that.
Fucking heck.
God, okay, Fitz.
All right. So what's the I feel like I can't segue. It's bothering me.
Well,
I feel like this.
well, the guy who invented the Segway actually got in an accident with his Segway, and that's how
This
he
is
died.
no,
Just
stop,
like how
no,
I got into an
stop.
accident
Stupid.
the other day,
Bowling.
and
Bowling.
I was about to talk about my.
Speaking of segues, bowling. There's my segue.
Ooh, I love bowling. You know why I love bowling? It's got the perfect balls.
And also because, I was thinking, like, narrator getting bullied, that kind of ties in with jokes that he's not in on, aka
Yeah.
bowling jokes about bowling balls and bowling pins. So, yeah, there you go. That's something to talk about. Hey, Carson,
Yeah.
what do you think of bowling balls? What is it about bowling balls that just gets your interest going?
I look at that perfect sphere, and I think to myself, that is a very, very good looking sphere. That is a good looking ball. I
Yeah, I
want to
mean,
shine it. I want to
yeah.
make it glisten.
I
I want
want
to
to
make it
polish
feel
it.
good.
My favorite scene in the movie The Big Lebowski is when they're polishing their bowling balls and they're just like shaking it back and forth in the reg. And that's really what sparked my interest for bowling in the first place, is that scene from The Big Lebowski. And I remember I went to bowling.com. I ordered myself a bowling ball. It had a galaxy paint on it, and it had perfect holes. It perfectly fit into my fingers. It was amazing. And I just thought to myself, like, 3 holes in a ball. What more could you want in a ball?
What more could you want in a ball? Exactly.
Yeah, as Hugbox is saying in chat, a spherical miracle. Exactly.
Exactly. I love bowling balls. Like, every time I go out, I think 2 things. Dang, I could really use a bowling ball right now.
Anytime I go out in public without a bowling ball, I think to myself, why do I not have a bowling ball right now? It's the first thing that comes to my head.
Narrator,
What do you have to say about bowling balls?
Are
Anything?
you guys still talking about this? I'm on my phone.
Do you have anything to say about bowling balls?
do you not like bowling balls?
Yeah, what's
Do you
up
guys
with you?
really think this is funny? Do you think this is the top notch, best
We're not
content?
trying to be funny.
Fucking
We're not trying to be
bowling
funny.
balls?
We're just talking about
What's
Narrator. You don't have to hate on the things we love.
what's the problem here? We're just
Whatever.
we're
What's the next
talking-
topic?
This is the rest of the podcast.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's why we called it bowling. I mean, we can't just
There's a
call
reason it's called bowling.
we can't call the podcast bowling and not address bowling at all, okay? You're acting like butthurt that we're talking about bowling, but it was bound to happen. We told you before we started the podcast, hey, we're going to end up talking about bowling. So there you go. There's our talk about bowling. It's over. It's over. The hardest part is over. Okay? Now pick your head back up and stop being a
Now
little
pick
bitch.
your head back up and
No.
throw it down that.
Oh yeah,
Try and
really
get
quick
some
before we move
pins
on,
down.
can I explain what a what a bully is?
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah,
so
go for it.
if you guys have never played traditional bowling at an alley, they have this guy called a bully, right? That's kind of like a goalie for soccer, except for bowling. He stands in front of the pins, and he tries to block the ball as it comes down the ramp.
He uses his feet. He kicks it, and every
Yeah.
time he hurts himself.
You might think
But
to
that's
yourself,
why they get paid so much.
well, he doesn't hurt himself. You might think to yourself, like, geez, what a horrendously painful occupation. But the thing is, the bullies wear pin guards, so they don't get hurt. All right, that's the end of the bowling discussion. Thanks.
What do you mean? We
Oh.
got to talk about our bowling stories.
Thanks, guys. I'll be here all week. It's Sunday.
I'll be here all week. It's Sunday.
Literally on the East Coast, it's 11:30 on a Sunday. Oh, I'll be here all week, guys.
Hey, narrator.
Like, what?
Narrator
got
is
any good
so
bowling
fucking
stories?
done. Yeah, so what we were saying before is like, it's all fine and dandy if we're gonna make some bowling jokes, but I was thinking it would be cool to actually share some experiences of like times we've actually gone bowling in real life.
Yeah.
Like, how good are you at bowling on a scale of 1 to 10, 10. What do you think, narrator? Where would you put yourself on that scale?
1 to 10.
I'd say I'm better than you.
Better than me.
What?
Is
Are
there
we
a,
going?
is there a
we're-
bowling alley near Anaheim?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Carson, I'm driving down on.
I would
on
actually love.
Friday.
I
You want to
would
go?
love.
Where's the nearest bowling alley, Carson? You and me.
I
we're
would
going
love to
bowling on
compete
Friday.
against you in bowling
No,
to find out.
We're waiting. We're doing a 3-way competition.
Yeah, we're
No,
doing
no,
a
no, no.
1v1v1 to find out who's best at bowling, and we're vlogging the entire fucking
wanna,
thing.
I don't want to wait half a year because I'm gonna be down there on Friday regardless. We're going to a bowling alley.
No, we're not.
Yes.
We're doing my video on Friday, buddy.
Okay. Whatever.
Oh,
you say.
you're going down to Carson's on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're-
shit! You
yeah,
guys
we're-
should you guys should bowl then. Sad I can't be there to pitch in, but yeah, I think that Carson is probably better at you than bowling, just out of sheer passion.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Whatever you say.
You ever given your bowling ball a haircut?
Yeah, sometimes I get it and it's a little too fuzzy. Yeah, I always
So
order the
they-
short-haired ones, but sometimes they come medium-haired. And
You
I
just
always
whip
I
it
always
up.
leave a bad review on bowling.com whenever that happens.
Yeah. Usually I just if my bowling ball has a really bad haircut, I just whip it up in a nice nice little bowl cut.
Wow.
I could be playing Osu right now.
Yeah, but you're recording a podcast, so deal
It's
with it
more
and
important.
don't complain. All right.
You could
Have
be
you
playing
ever-
Osu for
have
2
you ever
people,
gone
but
bowling?
Instead, you're entertaining 31 people by talking about bowling.
We have 31 viewers listening to the shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're listening to,
Hey,
to the
narrator.
bowling.
Narrator, have you ever gone bowling?
Yes.
All right. And
Of course I have. I'm
can
white.
do you have any interesting bowling stories? Because I have
You got
some.
good.
I have
you got
some
some good
bowling
bowling
stories that
stories?
I want to tell.
I want to hear your bowling stories because my only bowling stories is they happen on my birthday, and over the years, progressively less and less people came to each birthday party.
That is really sad.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny.
There's no punchline to that except for your ego. Hey, I'm gonna. If you want me to tell a bowling story, it's gonna take a lot of talking. Let me take a sip of water.
Oh.
Oh, dude, I'll take a sip of water too for you, for you, buddy.
A toast to bowling.
May our bowling prosper.
I remember my my first ever bowling experience. I think I was like 6 or 7 years old or something. I don't even know how I remember this, but what makes me remember it so distinctly is that I used the bowling ramp thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like that metal ramp where you just put it on top and it rolls down in a straight line. It's basically
Mhm.
cheating, but it's just a thing that makes kids feel worthwhile when they're bowling. You know, it makes them feel like they're hot shit. So I did that back when I was a small child, and I also played with bumpers too. I was really just the top of the faggot food chain. And I remember like looking across a bowling alley and seeing another kid with the other ramp, and I remember like kind of having like an unspoken competition with him. It was a small Indian boy. I don't think he spoke English, but I remember we locked eyes across the alley, and we both like kind of just threw our balls down the ramps at the same exact time, and mine hit first, and his was a little bit slower, but we both ended up getting a spare and getting our pins split down the middle. Do you know what a split is?
Of
Yes,
course, I know what split is.
we-
I'm a
we are
bowling
white.
I'm
connoisseur.
just making sure. And so we both got splits. Wait, is this Big Lebowski? I might be doing an improper reference here, but I think there's a scene in the Big Lebowski at the very end where they've got a split and they bowl and they hit the pin on the left and it hits the flap behind the pins and the flap ricochets back and hits the other pin and he ends up hitting the split, right? Both pins. Yeah, that has nothing to do with my story. I didn't do that. I missed both the pins and he hit one of them. I left the bowling alley crying.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Dude, what a fucking pussy.
No, that don't. Oh my
Don't-
gosh,
that's,
narrator,
that's
you
it's,
have.
a, it's a
you
soft
have
spot
no
in my
heart.
heart. You know, to this day, I'm still trying to come over the trauma I felt on that day.
End
really
yourself.
don't.
You're
I really,
a loser.
I really
You're
don't need
so-
you rubbing
you
it in.
can't. Don't talk about a man's bowling like that, dude.
Yeah, come on, man. like fucking up in bowling that hard is like the same as making fun of a Vietnam vet for losing a leg. Okay, it's not okay.
You just don't do that. All right.
Dude, I still think he's a pussy.
I think you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because I don't think
think
you've
you
ever.
don't even know how to bowl.
I don't think
you're
you've
just
ever been
acting like
bowling.
you-
I don't think
Okay.
you've ever been bowling. I think that you're a liar, personally. I want to hear a
I
bowling
think you're
story
trying
right
to
now.
fit in. I think you're trying to feel
I
like
think-
you're
yeah.
you're not being left out.
Yeah, you look at the
Okay.
Discord at the bottom left. One of these things is not like the other. Narrator,
What?
tell a bowling story. Do you have any bowling stories?
Tell us
Besides,
your bowling
besides
story.
people not going to your birthday parties, I want to hear like an actual story, like one I just told, with a distinct beginning, middle, and end.
Okay.
Something
one
interesting
year-
that happened while you were bowling. Okay, come on.
One year on a birthday party, I went bowling, and I got my shoes. I got my bowling shoes, and it was glow in the dark.
Oh, I've
And
done that
then,
before. That shit is fun.
Yeah. Oh no, dude, that shit is really fucking fun. Anyways, so I got a medium sized ball. I'd say like an 8, and maybe an 8.5. And
This guy bowls with an 8.
Fucking bowls with an 8, dude.
Fucking weak piece of shit.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
and then I hit 3 strikes in a row, and that's my story.
You hit 3 strikes in a row?
Yeah.
Isn't there a
Dude,
term
that's
for
a
that?
turkey.
Yeah,
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 it's a
turkey.
turkey.
That's what it is.
It was
Sorry.
Thanksgiving.
So,
Nice,
yeah.
dude. Wow.
I'm still digesting the story.
No, I'm surprised you were able to do that with an 8-ball. I'm surprised it even was heavy enough to knock over the pins. Gee whiz. I always use like
You roll the 8 ball and you get it back and it just says no.
it just fucking bounces off the pins and comes back to
You
you.
ever gone bowling with an 8 ball?
Just like an 8-ball from pool.
No, just one of those 8 balls that tell that answer your questions.
Oh,
Y-
a
yeah.
magic 8-ball.
Yeah. You ever bowled with a magic 8 ball?
I can't say I have, but that sounds like a revolutionary idea.
I think we should try it.
I think we should. You should bring a magic 8-ball to you, or with you, when you go bowling with narrator.
I'm not going bowling with narrator.
I think you're going bowling with narrator.
No, we're going in Anaheim. We're finding a bowling area.
But you guys are going to be together on Friday anyway, right? Why not do it while
No.
you guys are meeting up in
Because
real
could-
life?
I'm not
we
gonna,
could live
I'm not
stream
gonna
it
have
on
that
the
much
podcast.
time, Raccoon.
We
I
could,
You're
get out
not-
of my classes on Friday like 2.
You're not going to have time to go bowling with narrator, your old friend?
No, we got to work on the video.
Oh, no time
yeah.
for dilly-dallying, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that'll just make the podcast audience wait even longer in anticipation. And so
Exactly.
when it
It's
actually
almost
does
as if
happen,
you're
it'll
pro-
just be all the more exciting.
7 months waiting for the bowling video.
Yeah, buy your tickets in advance. You get the
We're-
early bird
gonna
pass
do
to
a
watching.
bowling video.
We're selling early bird passes to watching Carson and narrator bowl off. They're
No, you're gonna
$175.
get the bowl off too. You're not getting off from this.
No, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
the
you're
referee.
not
I'm
getting
gonna
out of this.
come in
No,
there
no,
with
no,
a
no,
fucking
no, no,
black
no,
and
no,
white
no. This
striped
is a
shirt and a
No,
whistle
no,
around my
no.
neck. And every
No,
time you step
no.
over the line, I'm gonna blow that
the
whistle as hard
cameraman
as I
is gonna be
fucking
the
can and try to
referee.
make
The
you go
camera-
deaf.
The cameraman whom we are not naming will be the referee.
Okay, all right.
Wait, is
I'm
Sarah
bringing a
coming?
whistle for him. All right, I
Is
want him to
Sarah-
abuse
is
that
saying
whistle.
She's coming or not?
You're bringing a whistle for Fat Boy?
Yeah, so he can fucking whistle every time you step over the line.
Okay.
Which I know is gonna happen because I can tell you know nothing about bowling.
Okay, fuck off. I know everything
I
about
bet you're
bowling.
gonna just like walk. You're gonna
doesn't
walk
seem
past
like
the line. You're gonna start sliding down the fucking ramp. Walk up to it with your ball and just fucking knock a strike point blank and get kicked out of the bowling alley. I bet
That
that's
would
what's
be
gonna
funny.
happen.
That would be funny.
It would be funny at your expense, but
Yeah.
you know anything at your expense is funny, guaranteed.
That's true.
Ah.
It's kind of like a crutch at this point. for some
Ah.
of you, but I don't care. It's a good crutch.
Well, I mean, at least you're acknowledging it.
Yeah, at least we're
Unlike
actually
how
acknowledging
how
something that has to do with you.
Okay. You
I
know what?
was- I was gonna make the same joke.
Ah,
Yeah.
sorry. You're right. It is kind of a comedy crutch. Yeah, if I can't think of anything else to say, I usually just default to insulting narrator. But
That's so fun.
you
I
know,
just
you know,
farted again.
Yeah, I'll cut that out. Don't worry.
Okay,
So
thank you.
yeah,
Oh, it stinks.
we had a pretty good bowling talk. You guys guys got any other topics you want to bring up? Anything else on that topic list that is
Let me look.
sticking out like a sore thumb, just waiting to be picked out of the ground like a fucking ripe carrot?
What about sticking out like a sore knife?
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh.
segue. Okay,
Thanks, dude.
Okay.
I thought of it myself.
no way. I thought you just had all the segues written down in advance.
Oh, how did you know? I gotta close that now. When people hack into my computer, they're gonna have all my segues, and it's not gonna work
Yeah,
out too hot.
that's how I figured it out.
Yeah,
'cause
What?
I hacked.
you did leak his docs.
I
So,
mean,
now
I
they
knew
know
his
where
name was
computer
Carson,
is.
so who knows what I'm capable of.
Did it again.
All right. So,
Unbelievable.
anyways,
Yeah.
Have you
So
been playing
so
the same
hey,
match for 26 minutes?
okay. So Carson, he had a very interesting experience at his college, like about a week ago.
what's so funny, narrator?
Yeah. What's
He's been playing on the same game of solitaire for 26 minutes.
Yeah, I have. I've just been. I go at a very slow pace because I'm focusing on talking.
26 minutes.
I'm focusing on talking. I don't fucking care about winning at solitaire.
Don't you understand? He's on the grind.
I told you I'm not very good at
You're
multitasking.
using
Especially,
hints.
also, I got like 5 hours of sleep, dude. All right.
I
Now
use hints
I'm
every
like,
time I play.
Oh my god, you do too. Oh god, ew, you guys are pussies.
I got like 5 hours of sleep. This is like the worst state for me to be in to multitask. Okay. So if you're wondering why the solitaire game is going so slow, it's because of that. And also, thank you, whoever said that in chat. Narrator, no one comes here for the gameplay.
We have
Thank you.
comments. We have comments
Thank
to
you.
disprove that.
Yeah, the comments are jokes. No one actually cares about the gameplay. End of discussion. Carson,
I
tell your
do.
story.
Anyways, before narrator rudely interrupted me, so a week and a half ago, I was chilling. I was chilling in my room, and I went outside my door. And I saw that one of my boys on the dorm floor had their door open, and I went. I peeked my head around. Oh, that's a girl in there. All right, okay. And
You got a
I
bit
go back
riled
to
up.
my room.
Is this a story about how you stabbed a woman?
No.
No.
You'll see. You'll see.
You'll
Just
see.
pay attention.
It's
It
gonna
gets-
heat up.
I know you're like, oh, a story about a girl. God damn it, I'm too gay for this. But don't worry, it gets better.
Yeah, don't worry, narrator. So, anyways, I go back to my room and I think, what can I do to just make this person's life miserable? And I
As you
I
do.
start as I do, and I start writing down on pieces of paper stuff like keep it PG in here. No sexual misconduct, all right? Let's keep it under wraps in here. Stuff like that. And like I'm watching. and I went to the room and I started taping it on the wall and the door and just making sure they knew. And he tore them down and he looked a little bit upset. He was a little bit irritated. The chick was laughing. The chick thought it was funny. I was like, good job, me. Look at us go. And then all of them got torn down. I went back to my room. I thought, what can I do next? What can I do to just keep making this guy's life miserable as I do? And I went and got another person on my floor's skateboard, and I taped a bunch of pieces of paper to the skateboard. I rolled it slowly into the room, and it had basically the same things written on it, but one of them was like a letter that said, "Is this the one?" I don't think he read it,
Oh my
but
god.
if he did, he would be extremely upset, more upset than he got. And then so after that, I was like, okay, that's good enough for now, I think. And later on that night, a bunch of people were like, oh, we should go play Smash in that guy's room. And we're like, okay. And then I got up to the door, and I was behind another guy, and he wouldn't let me in. So I shoved the
Oh
guy
my
that was in front
God,
of me
dude.
into
I
the
wonder
room.
why. I wonder. I'm scratching my head trying to figure out why he wouldn't let you in.
I don't know. I
Man,
don't know why I did.
one of
That's what I was
life's
trying to
great,
understand.
one of
So I
life's
pushed
great
myself in,
mysteries.
so, like, and because I didn't want him to close the door on me. That wouldn't work out too hot. Uh, so I pushed myself in so that I could figure out, oh, what's wrong? Why am I not allowed to play? Um, and he got me in a chokehold when I got in the room, and I'm at this point I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good. Why has he got me in a chokehold? That's not what I expected. And I tore myself out. I got onto the couch that was in front of Smash. At this point, there's like 6 people in there. Multiple people playing Smash, doing the Smash. And I get on the couch, right? And this guy, he's visibly upset. So I just keep asking, what's the issue? I just want to play some Smash. What's going on? Can I play some Smash? What's wrong? Did I do something wrong? And he
And you should probably mention that you were doing it in a way that, trying to sound as annoying as possible.
Oh, I mean, that's a given.
Yeah, okay. Just to give the audience a better picture.
And then he pulled a knife on me and put it up to my neck. And
Oh, this is a different
I
direction.
just kept going.
I thought it was going in.
Yeah,
You
no,
were
no.
just like, God damn it, I wanted them to kiss.
What?
Yeah, continue.
What?
It's
No,
so
no,
fucking
raccoon.
married, are you gay and shit?
Raccoon.
you?
Dude, he's more gay than I am autistic, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
pretty
can we
fucking
address
gay,
how
dude.
Jojo, you're a literal fucking autist. If the Big Bang Theory was
Whoa.
real life, you are Sheldon.
Why you
Hey,
gotta
can
why you
you
gotta
stop
diss
assaulting
why you gotta diss our
boys?
fan base? Yeah, dude.
I don't consider Jojo a person.
What the fuck?
Jojo's
I
not a
can't tell
person.
if you're joking or not. Is that
Ah,
an unironic statement? You
It's
don't think of him as a human
hatred.
being?
Just ask the fat cameraman boy that we're taking to VidCon. He will mirror
okay.
my statements.
Okay.
We both equally hate this man. He is just a nuisance.
Well, he's here right now. He can hear everything you're saying. You're
yes,
talking
I
about
know.
him.
I hope
You're
he
talking
can.
about him like he can't hear you, but I don't want to
yeah.
get into your private little drama right now. We just got to the climax of the story. Fucking Carson's sweet mate pulled a knife on it. Not sweet mate, whatever
Not
the fuck
sweet
this
mate.
guy is. Pulled a knife on you. So, finish the story. Shut up.
Jojo, we don't hate you. That's the
Yeah, Jojo,
that's
we
all that
love you
matters.
because you're watching our podcast, okay? That's all
Thank
that
you.
matters.
He is
Go
Sheldon.
ahead. Go ahead, Carson.
Anyways, so I had a knife to my neck, and I just kept going. I said, "Dude, I want to play Smash. What's the problem? I just want to play some Smash. What's wrong? Dude, look, it's Star Wolf. Look, it's the wolf from Star Fox.
I would
Look at him."
stab you at this point.
At one
Of course
point,
you would, because you're a fucking psycho.
so everyone in the room was just kind of sitting there, and they're just letting this happen. It was funny, and one of them was moving it around, and there was a chick, and I was like, "Ooh, look at that butt!" And
What?
I think that made him because it turned around.
Sorry, I just got mad because I
think
ran
it
into
was
the moves.
Samus. Zero Suit Samus. Yeah, that's the one. Anyways, so after like 2 or 3 minutes of having the knife to my neck, I was escorted out.
Escorted out by who? Security?
No,
The fuck do you say escorted out? Who did it
I
like
was trying to make it sound more professional. I
Escorted
left
out,
the room,
escorted
okay,
out.
and then they closed the door.
Oh, I thought you meant like they put you in a fucking headlock and dragged you out while you were screaming and
wish,
kicking.
dude, that'd be sick.
You should have just kept being persistent. Like you should have tried to get stabbed. Would have made for
seen. You should have seen if you could have gotten stabbed,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
That would be
that
would
would
be
have
a
been
great
fucking
podcast.
dope, dude. That would have been a great podcast topic.
Yeah,
Dude, you could be in the hospital right now.
dude.
Oh, you could be doing a podcast from the hospital, bro.
You could be
and you're
doing a
not.
hospital
You can
vlog right
it's a
now,
missed
bro. That would be
opportunity,
get
bro.
hell views, bro.
I got stabbed at college, not clickbait.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's a good video idea right there.
You missed
You
out
should
on
go
it.
back and
Missed out a
throw him
lot.
for round 2.
Hey, I want to play Smash.
I'm really sorry. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Can I fuck your girlfriend?
They're not even dating.
What, did she break up with him because of you?
No, they're just talking.
Hmm. Yeah, they're taking it slow.
But are they talking with their clothes off?
No.
Oh.
Sound is
Oh,
dead
I
in
made
chat.
sure of it.
Sound is dead in chat said Rack should tell some stories of him being high.
Oh, I have a story
I
from
have this
Thanksgiving.
one
I
time.
was bowling and there was this Indian kid.
Oh, I have a story
Yeah,
about
high as in
Thanksgiving.
on top of the fucking world, dude. Yeah, narrator, didn't you have a bad experience with weed and had to get talked
No,
down?
it wasn't a bad experience.
Did
but,
you want to?
so,
Yeah, did you
I'll
want
tell
to
the story.
Well, let me tell
Okay.
my story because they asked me first.
Okay.
It'll just take a
Fellas,
second.
is it gay to get stabbed? Because you're letting another man penetrate you.
you with something.
It's funnier if you just leave it at penetrate you.
You're
All
not
right. So
wrong.
anyway, this one time, I was in a really, really good mood, and then I smoked, and I started getting really sad for some reason. So I was lying in bed, like cuddled up with a blanket. I was drinking hot chocolate, and I started getting really sad about all the insects I would never meet,
What?
like all the ants on the sidewalk that I would never see. And it really got me down, dude. That's the best part. Is like it actually took a toll on my mood.
I mean, I understand. It would take a toll on any man.
So I mean, that's not really a story, but just kind of a thing that happened.
It's
While
kind
I
of
was high.
sad
Well,
part of my life.
not just ants, JoJo, but like any insect, you know? Like what about all the species of insects I'll never see? Like a really fucking fuzzy ass rainbow caterpillar or something, you know? That exists but has yet to be discovered. I'll never meet that guy. What if I was going to have a bonding moment with him in another timeline and it'll never happen in my life?
A
I'll
bonging
never
moment.
experience that insect.
Could have had a bonging moment with it.
A bonging moment. Yeah, there you go. It's
Could have gone bowling with that insect, dude.
I could have killed it with a bowling ball.
Can I tell my story now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, before Thanksgiving, the last time that I smoked was February. Because last time I smoked was
such a
probably
dick.
February. Because I'm just too fucking lazy to go and ask my dealer for weed. So
Wait, you have a dealer?
yeah. Anyways,
Does he sell more than just weed?
he still
probably,
gay?
but I'm not gonna fuck with anything else.
Yo, ask him if he has any Adderall.
Anyways,
If you're trying
so,
to daily upload, that shit'll help you out. I'm just saying. Yeah, continue.
anyways, so this year it's my aunt's year to host Thanksgiving, and she has a lot of medicinal, and we have some Jewish relatives like that bring a lot of edibles. So I'm like, fuck it. I drove here alone. I have nothing better to do. So the very first hit that I took, I started coughing for a solid 30 seconds. You would have laughed at me. And then I took another hit. And at first I'm like, oh, this is okay. I kind of feel like I'm floating, but whatever. It's pretty normal. And then I had some edibles, and then I did a couple more hits. And then I went downstairs, and it
What?
really started to kick in.
Okay, wait. Wait, let me get this straight. So you took edibles. What was your thought process thinking, "Hey, I'll take another hit"? I want to hear what was your thought process behind that. Did you take the edible and then wait 5 minutes and think, "Oh, I don't feel anything. I might as well take another hit." Like, what was
No,
your thought process?
I took another hit because weed was offered to me.
Okay, do you realize how strong an edible is?
Yes, I've had.
Why would
edibles
you
before.
like just that should be more than enough.
Yeah.
Why
it
would you
should
take
be.
another hit? That's like it's kind of overkill, dude.
Yes. Anyways, so then I had to go downstairs.
Okay, all right.
Because
Yep.
I was just someone's DMing me. Anyways, so I went
Throw your
downstairs
phone
and it
out
was
the
a
window.
rocking chair. And so I sat in that rocking chair for about 15 minutes. It was magical. And then I decided to move on to the couch
You
because
sat in
I
your
d-
grandma's lap.
no.
Oh,
Anyways,
you
so
gotta
then I sat on
specify
the
it's empty.
couch and I was just kind of zoning out sort of, and then the two
Adam moves again.
Jews
Sorry.
who brought the weed, uh, they were like, "Hey, look, there's a VHS player and there's Space Jam." And I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. And then they put in Space Jam, a movie I've never seen before, and I still feel like I haven't seen. And so I was just kind of zoning out, just staring at Space Jam, and it didn't really do anything for me. And then Michael Jordan was suddenly in Animation Land, and my jaw dropped, and I started to get scared. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, wait, why is everything so colorful? Like my jaw literally dropped as I was watching that part. But that's not even the weirdest part of the night. And maybe this is just because I don't smoke weed like fucking ever. But when it came time for Thanksgiving dinner, I ate a lot of sweet potatoes. But I sat across from somebody who's like was legitimately interested. I think everybody knew that I was high there. I just think nobody was saying anything.
Yeah, I imagine,
But-
if you're tripping balls off of an edible and also bong hits on top of that, then yeah, people will probably be able to tell.
Yeah,
You're gonna
but
give
so
off
like
a stoned
he-
aura.
he's asking me like, "Oh, so what are you doing now?" And at first I'm like, "Why are you talking?" But then
Drugs.
it's like, yeah, no, but then it's like I started legitimately answering as if I wasn't high, and like I was making coherent sentences and answering like I normally would, except I immediately forgot what I was saying like after I said it, and I didn't know I wasn't paying attention to his responses at all. It felt like I wasn't in control of my body. It was scary. I was just like, he asked me questions and he's like, I responded and it was normal responses. But in my mind, I was like, dude, I gotta get out of here. But eventually I went back on the couch because I tried to comprehend Space Jam again and I passed out. And apparently I slept through 2 Harry Potter movies, the rest of Space Jam. And I woke up, my car keys were gone. And those two people, like the 2 Jews were just like sitting next to me like, "Oh, hey, he finally woke up."
The
And
two Jews.
apparently while I was sleeping, people came up to me and put their hands under my nose to make sure I wasn't dead because they wanted to see if I was breathing.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, okay.
And I remember distinctly a few times
hey,
while I was watching Space
hey,
Jam, people thought I was
Hey,
asleep.
hey. Narrator, was this like
We
a family
could.
gathering that you did Thanksgiving
Yes.
at?
Yes.
Alright, here's some advice. Don't fucking get high before having a family meeting, okay?
What are you talking about? It was magical.
What do you mean?
I'm doing it next year.
Well,
Oh.
because I don't know.
I
I
only
feel like
s-
that. I
I-
feel like that would just be a bad experience for me because I would feel everyone judging the fact that I'm high, and that would just freak me the fuck out.
No,
feel
I
like
felt
wouldn't
like
you want to
I mean,
wouldn't you
you have
want
to
to be on your best behavior if you're meeting your family?
you have to know that the person it was hosted at is like she openly like smokes. She has a smoking room. Everybody knows it.
Oh.
And the edibles like were being offered to literally everybody at the party. Like it was a cake.
Okay.
And yeah. So it's
All
like
right. That
yeah,
changes things.
yeah, with the whole family aspect, it's like everybody there is like down with drugs, well, weed and alcohol. So it's like it wasn't really that big of a problem. But yeah, I'm
Okay.
bummed that I slept through Harry Potter.
Man, yeah, that
Basi-
just sounds to me like you need to be a little more like, you have to have more self-control.
No,
when
it
you're
was
taking
fucking
substances,
awesome.
because
And it's like I'm only gonna smoke like once a year, so it's like I might as well go all out.
well, you were saying that you felt like you weren't in control of your body. It was scary, and then you're going back on that saying, "Oh, it was fucking awesome."
No,
Make
it
up-
was
make up your
awesome.
mind.
It was scary that I was responding and I like just my brain turned off and I was responding as if I wasn't high. Yeah, that's kind of scary. But I mean, Space Jam.
Well,
I
everyone reacts to weed differently. I mean, Carson can't really contribute to this conversation at all. I'm realizing because he's a straight edge boy. But
Yeah.
what
He's a Christian.
describe to me like what do you feel like when you smoke? Like, would describe how it alters your personality and your perception of reality.
Well, I feel like my body is kind of weightless as well as the room starts spinning a bit. But I also feel kind of happy. And once I like really start to get fucked up, comprehending shit is hard and everything is like fuzzy. It's like my memory, as if like think of my memory as kind of like a timeline or something. It's like
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds ahead, 5 seconds back. Okay, think about it like glasses.
Oh, you can see into the future, dude?
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Think about it. Think about my mind like glasses. Like normally, if you're not high, you're wearing glasses, you can see everything fine. But when
Mhm.
you start to get fucked up, you take those glasses off and you can only like see so much, and then everything else is just fuzzy. That's basically how I am, because it's like
Yeah.
I can
Well,
only
I wear
comprehend.
glasses in real life, so I can
Yeah,
relate
so
with
do
that.
I. So
There
it's
you go.
like then what you also smoke a lot of weed, so I think I would hope you at least know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say
I
here.
get it. I get it. You
It's
get
like
it. Your vision is altered, basically. Is what it was what you're saying. It's like a visual high.
not really my vision, but it's
A
like my
visual,
mind
like
process.
a, not visual, but like it alters the way you see things. I don't fucking know how to put this.
No, I don't think I had a strain of anything that really altered how I saw things. Like I sat on a couch and I just kind of stared at Space Jam.
Man, talking
And
about weed really gets you going. Man, if only you were this enthusiastic about talking about bowling.
I love bowling. I'm a bowling man.
Yeah, I was like, I got to bring Carson back. It's a perfect way.
Ooh, I heard bowling.
He was like totally spaced out. Then he heard bowling and he snapped back to reality.
10 guards.
Okay.
No. But
All right.
Swagger helped me out of my high because he gave me some music. Because like I messaged him when I first started to get high because I was like, it had been a long time, so I didn't know what to expect. So I'm like, Swagger, help! I I got too high, and he's like, No, you're not. If you were really fucked up, you wouldn't be able to respond. But if you get really stoned, listen to this. And then later in the night, I got to the point where it's like I wasn't able to do shit. But dude, ask Swagger for some music. He has some really good shit to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
And then I
I'll keep that in mind.
smoked a little. And then once I finally came to, I took a little hit before I got in the road. So I'm responsible.
People are really pushing that we talk about net neutrality.
Ban it.
Should we ban it? You guys want to touch upon it really quick?
Poor people
don't
don't get
like it.
internet.
Get rid of it.
I don't like poor people on my internet.
I don't want to have to, pay separately for a porn package. That would just be a little
I
degrading.
do.
So
Wouldn't a VPN like get past all of
No.
this?
No.
no.
Oh.
No.
Mm.
Okay, well, I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about net neutrality. I feel like it would just be kind of a circle jerk if we went in depth about it.
Well,
Because
as- as a-
mostly everyone who is on our wavelength, avid internet user is gonna have the same opinion, right?
Yeah,
S-
well,
they're
I mean,
gonna stand up
as
for net neutrality and say, yes,
well,
of
as a
course,
conservative,
keep
normally,
the internet
like,
free to use, keep everything equal. Don't fucking put one source of information above others. To fulfill a personal company agenda, obviously.
well,
But companies are not going to see the same way, and they're going to keep on pushing whatever the fuck benefits them, and not the general
Siri,
public. So
what is Battle for the Net?
okay, so as a conservative, normally, like, I'm for free market, I'm for competition, I'm against monopolies and
for
shit
the
like
net.
that.
you're
But
against monopoly, dude.
okay.
I call the shoe.
Okay, whatever.
No, it's a joke. Okay, keep going. Go ahead.
Anyways,
As
as a conservative, normally I'm pro free market, I'm anti government regulation. But when it comes to internet in the country, there is a very clear monopoly, and the free market isn't working. My mom just moved down to Ohio, and she has slow as balls internet, but there's only one internet provider where she is. So yeah, that's probably my only pro government stance when it comes to affecting like marketing at all, or the free market.
Carson,
So
you
I
got
think
anything to say about net neutrality, or are you still thinking about bowling?
Bowling.
Nah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, if
Mhm.
net neutrality gets abolished, blame this guy.
Abolished.
abolished.
I stop.
If net neutrality becomes a thing, we'll have to pay for our bowling. Go to battleforthenet.com to save bowling.
Wait, we already do have to pay for
Net
bowling.
neutrality. No? Okay. How long have we
Hey.
been recording?
Narrator, stop blocking JoJo's messages because you're a little sad human being.
Yeah, what the hell? Well, we've been going for over an hour. You guys want to wrap it up, or you got any other closing things you want to say?
Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on Twitch.
Don't do that.
Don't
Do
do
it.
that. Oh,
Twitch
no,
dot TV
I meant
/narrator.
topics, not the fucking outro. That's gonna be part of the outro. You got any topics? Say something.
Any of you guys in chat gonna be at VidCon?
Yeah, that's a good question. You get anyone coming to VidCon that wants to meet us and see what I look like on top of that?
I don't want to know what you look like.
I'm gonna show up looking fresh as fuck. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm gonna
What
make
are you
sure I
gonna
pick out the best
You gonna
outfits.
A fidget spinner
Wait.
hat?
You
Yeah,
can mind those clothes,
I
right?
know it, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah. I bought
we
the
all need
clothes
to go to
last
the
night.
if there's a thrift shop in Anaheim, we all need to go there, and then we need to find the stupidest shit and then show up at VidCon wearing that.
I kind of like over the past like 3 or 4 months, I've kind of developed an obsession with clothes. So I'm sure
Okay.
it'll only begin to spiral more and more out of control.
If you show up with Gucci, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'm not gonna show up with Gucci, okay? I don't have that much money to throw around. But
If
I'm
you
gonna
okay,
I'm
if
gonna,
you
Kinda
if you
kinda,
come
yeah.
with
but I'm
anything,
gonna show up in something that'll make you say Gucci, okay? I'll promise you that.
okay, well, if you get out of there with an intact nose, you'll have done something right.
Okay, cool.
I'm
You
going.
go
I
to
feel.
the VidCon tickets are 170. Oh no, that's for
No,
us.
that's for
100.
creator. If you're community or if you're just going to like
If you're listening to this podcast, it's $100.
okay, there you go. And if you're a YouTuber with a fair amount of subs and you want to meet other YouTubers and you're really, really into YouTube, then go ahead and buy a creator pass, which is not 100 but 175. And another thing I found out, which was really weird, is that the community pass comes with access to the meet and greet hall, but the creator pass doesn't, even though it's
Wait,
more
what?
expensive.
That's
You would
because-
think it would be like an upgrade, like a package, like
No,
everything with
that's
the
because we're the ones that people are meeting and greeting.
yeah. But what if you're just a small creator and you want to go meet bigger creators?
Well, it's implied that people would come to.
Don't we have like the lobby area for that though? There's like a lounge thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care because there's not anyone
I feel
who
like- I feel like we'd 100% be allowed in the meet and greet area though.
Yeah, no, but like the whole thing about like creators with that, or at least from what I understand, is like the community pass gets access to the meet and greet area, but the content creators are the people they're meeting and greeting.
I see where they're coming from, but still, like, what if you're me with 25K and you want to meet Boogie2988 with 4
You
fucking
DM
million?
them on Twitter.
Oh,
Hey,
That's-
Boogie,
I'm sure they have. I'm sure
I
they
really
have.
like your tweet.
I'm sure-
Woohoo!
I'm
Hey,
sure they
Boogie,
have
my
open
wife.
DMs. Yeah, good.
I
good
mean, I
one.
know people who know people. I could meet.
I'm sure
Boogie.
I'm sure we'll see a lot of people that we recognize. So
Yeah.
I don't even care. Even
Oh,
if it's
God.
not in the meet and greet,
I'm
they're
gonna
still
get
going to be
memed
walking around
now.
the convention floor. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get memed to hell. I should probably wear a mask.
I'll lend you my raccoon mask.
Oh,
And you
dude,
can
oh,
pretend you can pretend to be
dude.
me.
Oh, that actually
Narrator,
would
we're
be
gonna be
interesting.
way nicer to you in real life.
I mean, you made me play Sneak King.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's not nice. That's a little form of torture.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Raccoon.
oh.
He made me play Sneak King.
That game is not good.
Awful.
Doesn't sound that bad.
Okay, Raccoon.
But
Come down
then
to
again, what the
Indiana.
fuck do I know? Hey guys,
Yeah.
thank you so much for tuning into the live stream, the live Solitary Confinement podcast, episode 17. We are back after a month, but take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if we're gonna make another one soon, but we have some ideas for guests we want to get on. All that coming soon. Stay tuned.
Hey, Denny's.
Check out. Yeah. Hey, Denny's, hit us up. Ring ring. Yeah.
You say-
Ring ring. Yeah. I made the fucking phone up to my face hand motion, but then realized it's pointless because you can't see me. Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
you.
Sub to the podcast if you're new. Bless you. You sound like you just got possessed.
Ah,
My bad.
Subscribe to each of our individual channels.
Yes, please.
Follow the podcast on Twitter and follow all of us on Twitter. And
Yes, please.
anything else?
Why are you
Discord.
still here?
We got a Discord. You've joined that.
We
we
no
gotta-
one. No,
it
see, the thing
Doesn't
is,
get used.
I only think we're going to use the Discord if we do what I think we're going to do for 1K, which is the call-in show. Is that?
Ye-
But
is
we
that
were at
still happening?
1.3K.
Right? Yeah. Well,
Oh,
to be fair, we
You have to
were
have
on a
a break.
hiatus, but
Yeah.
yeah, we should still do that. I like that idea a lot.
yeah.
So
I feel like that's
we'll-
gonna end
So
very badly.
join the Discord because we're going to do an add everyone and then
Yeah.
do a call-in show.
Yeah,
for 1K.
so hop on the Discord. That'll be in the description as well as SoundCloud, but we don't talk about that. Thank you
It's
guys
not
for
in the,
listening. Say
yeah.
your goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right.
Is it over? Can
Yeah,
we
no.
stop acting like we like each other now?
All right, now stop your recording. And
You better end the fucking podcast with me saying, "Is it over?" Can we stop acting like we like each other?
yeah, I will. Sure. Wait, did you
Good.
get that on your Audacity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me listen back to it.
Yeah, sure thing.
Radical.
Dope. Well, I guess with that I can
Podcast. Wait,
end the
that's
stream.
Carson. 17. Yeah, 17.
You're gonna have to normalize the fuck out of my audio.
That's fine. I always do mastering before I render it.
That's debatable.
What? How is that
I've heard s-
debatable? I'm the one that
I-
edits it. I would know for a fact that I do, in fact, master it before I render it.
I've heard some of the podcasts.
I mean, I only started doing it recently. So the earlier ones I
Right.
didn't because I didn't know jack shit about audio. But some of the more recent ones, I think everything from like episode 11 I've been mastering. But yeah. Anyway, time to. I know so little about YouTube streaming that I don't even know how to. Oh wait, I guess.
You were making me angry.
Yeah, I know. That was hilarious. Next time, I'll
The
take
reason I was
even
getting
longer just for you.
angry is because of the fact that I stream like at least 4 times a week.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know me. I never stream, so it's like it's uncharted territory for me.
I believe.
Bye, stream.
All right. I'm cutting it off. Say goodbye, guys.
What?
One
Is
more
it
time.
Still streaming?
One more time for the stream. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Once for the Audacity and once for the stream. 2 goodbyes.
Wait. Oh, I thought we weren't streaming it. Oh.
Yeah, we are
shit.
streaming.
Oh.
No, I'm
Could've
kidding.
told me
We're not
that.
streaming. What's your credit card?
Okay.
All right. Hey, catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I revealed my SSN.
I legitimately got mad at you for that.
Good.
All right. Good. Say goodbye.
I don't like people.